Broomfield, Colorado is just ranked the #1 place to live in the entire Western United States. But is it actually that good, or is it just another overranked Colorado suburb? I live and work in the area, and today I'm breaking down exactly why it ranked #1 and what they're not telling you. If you're thinking about moving to Colorado in 2026, you need to know this information and why Broomfield, Colorado might be at the top of your list as well. Hi everyone, my name is Taylor Ratliff, and this channel is Moving to Colorado, and it's meant to serve as your resource for all things buying, selling, and relocating in the state of Colorado. If you have questions, if you want help with the process, definitely reach out. I would be more than happy to answer any questions and really help open doors and provide a path forward for you, and to really help make this more of an enjoyable experience and help relieve the stress. What makes Broomfield the #1 place to live in the Western United States? Well, today we're going to get into that, and also who ranked it #1 in the West, livability rankings, what they're measuring in terms of economy, outdoor access, amenities, schools, and lifestyle, and what this matters for you if you are a buyer or somebody that's looking to relocate to the state of Colorado in 2026. All right, let's get into it. So the #1 reason that Broomfield, Colorado was ranked #1 as the place to live in the Western United States is that the location is so prime. So Broomfield is located right in between I-25 and US 36. So it's very, very ideal if you need to get from Boulder, if you need to get to Denver, if you need to get to Longmont. Broomfield is truly located like right in the middle of everything that's happening. And so what's really ideal about living in this area is not only do you have all of the things that are available to you living in Broomfield, from the city of Broomfield, businesses in Broomfield, happenings in Broomfield, but you're also only a 10 to 15 minute drive from all of the surrounding cities and suburbs that also have their own plethora of things for you to do. So the location is super ideal. And then you also are a very short drive to the Denver International Airport. You could definitely get to the airport within an hour if you're living in Broomfield. And like I said, again, when it comes to city life, or if you are wanting to go escape to the mountains, or if you need to go travel for work, you're truly a 30-minute drive from any of that. And so it makes it very ideal for people that are looking for great location when it comes to accessibility, and then also for those people that are really wanting a mix of a lot of things when it comes to the lifestyle that they're looking for. And so if you're somebody that wants great access, if you're somebody that wants to be in the middle of everything that's going on, and also somebody that is a very short drive from the airport, outdoor amenities, and city life, then Broomfield is going to be a great place for you to call home. The job market and economy is also one of the reasons why Broomfield is rated so high, and we have a very good tech industry over here, and then there's a lot of corporate campuses, and like I said, you are a very easy commute to all of the things that are happening in Boulder and Denver, and so that helps really keep our median incomes high, because everybody that's not able to afford a place to live in Boulder or Denver is going to be choosing suburbs like Broomfield and working in those suburbs as well. So if you're looking for a strong median income, if you're looking for somewhere to get a great job and also still have that great lifestyle, then Broomfield is going to be a great place for you to consider. And if you're looking into getting a job here, like I always say, I highly recommend that you look into getting employment before you make the move here, because a lot of people, this is the mistake that they do, and this is what happens to a lot of people that are ending up moving out of the state of Colorado very quickly, is that they don't budget ahead, they don't plan ahead, and they end up moving here without getting employment, and then they realize that employment is not where they need it to be to afford the lifestyle that they're looking for. So Broomfield is going to have great jobs for you, but just remember, if you are coming from somewhere that is a less expensive area, then you definitely want to check the cost of living. If you're somebody that's coming from Arizona, California, New York, places like that, then this is probably going to be a very comfortable place for you to live while still being able to maintain a high income. All right, so #3 is going to be the lifestyle and the outdoor access. And I truly think that this is going to This is the number one reason that Broomfield was rated number one, and it's because you have absolutely gorgeous views of the Flatirons of Boulder and of the Rocky Mountains anywhere you're at in Broomfield. So, absolutely gorgeous views, but you don't have to pay for it. So, you can still have that mountain life, you can still have that mountain feel, but then you also still have all the amenities that are going to come with the city. So, it's a really great happy medium for people that love to be outside and love to have that outdoor access and outdoor amenities. And you're only about a 35-minute drive to Boulder, where there's over 500 trails on all trails. So if you are looking for a really affordable area and still a lot of outdoor recreation, a lot of outdoor access, there's a ton of open space over here and trails, bike trails. There's just a ton of things to do. And even though you are in a suburb, it does feel like you're still in a cute little mountain town, but you do have all of the amenities that you would find in the city. So there's a ton of things to do as well. So Broomfield is going to have a ton for you in terms of festivals, music, events. There's a really cute downtown area called the Orchard Town Center. There's great restaurants. There's just a lot of things that are happening in Broomfield. And there's the Broadlands, there's a lot of golf courses, and I would say that all of the communities are very thoughtful in terms of outdoor and nature. And a lot of the communities that you're going to be driving through have gorgeous trees, and in the fall it's absolutely gorgeous, and you have parks all over the place. And so if you are somebody that has kiddos, if you are raising growing children and they are wanting to be where there's parks and things to do, then Broomfield's going to be a really great place for you to call home. And if you are somebody that is a young professional or you're a retiree, there's places like Anthem Ranch that is going to be very desirable for you and still have all of the recreation and the outdoor amenities that you're looking for. So if you are somebody that loves the outdoors but doesn't want to really pay that huge price of being right in the mountains, then Broomfield is going to be a great option for you to consider. The real estate options are also another reason why Broomfield was ranked so high. And you have, like I said before, very thoughtfully planned out communities and beautiful communities. In Anthem Ranch, you have absolutely gorgeous homes with beautiful yards and fully mature trees, and the homes are just gorgeous. The communities are very beautiful. You have incredible views. There's places like Legacy Ridge, and the ranch is going to be a little bit in Westminster, but that's still a very similar neighborhood. You have McKay Landing, the Broadlands. There's a lot of beautiful, beautiful neighborhoods, and also neighborhoods that are planned around golf courses and neighborhoods that have a lot of open space, trails, things to do, their own private amenities. There's a lot of neighborhoods that have their own HOA events and community events, block events that they put on for the neighbors. And there's a lot of things to do in the community as well. So all of the real estate, when you compare it to places like, I would say Erie, Colorado. Erie, Colorado is an absolutely gorgeous place to live, and you have gorgeous homes, but a lot of it is going to be new builds and new construction, whereas you have a lot more character and beautiful homes, but also homes that are right in the middle of everything that's happening and are super, super walkable. So the real estate, you have a ton of options when it comes to Broomfield, but you also have real estate that is going to keep its value, and you're right in the middle of everything that's happening. So if you're looking to buy a home in Broomfield, it's a very, very desirable place to be, and it's somewhere where you can rest assured that your values are going to continue going up, but it's also somewhere that you're going to have to compete. And so it's very important that you reach out. It's very important that you make sure that you are pre-approved, that you're aligned correctly, so that when you're entering the Broomfield market specifically, you are equipped with all of the information that you need to make powerful offers and really get to the closing table. the real estate market is going to be one of the reasons why Broomfield was ranked so high. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that bell so that you can stay in tune and up to date every single time that I make a video. And let's go ahead and hop into the next reason why Broomfield, Colorado is ranked #1 in 2026. The schools. So the schools and the family appeal. If you are somebody that is coming and is looking for community, if you are somebody that is looking for great schools to put your children in, then Broomfield has it. There are a lot of options when it comes to Broomfield. There's a lot of different schools, private schools, public schools, and they're all very highly rated. And we actually have people that are moving across country in order to get their children into the schools over here. So the schools are going to be one of the reasons why Broomfield is so highly rated. And then it truly is a family-oriented type of community. And that is according to the article. But what the article means by that is there's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of amenities for people that have growing kiddos. But here's the truth about Broomfield and what these articles are not going to tell you. Broomfield is super high in demand, and this ranking has only made it worse. And so there's not a lot of inventory in Broomfield, and what that means is that there is more competition, there is more demand in Broomfield, and so the prices are going to be higher and there's a lot more competition. If you are somebody that's looking to buy a home in Broomfield, Colorado in 2026, you do need to be prepared and you need to have proper expectations of what it's going to be like to enter this market. And I'm working with clients right now, and there's multiple offers, there is over asking offers, there's waiving of contingencies. And so it's very important that you are equipped with the right information and that you truly know how to enter the Broomfield market, how to do it correctly, and how to really make sure that when you're putting an offer in, that you're positioning yourself correctly. And so if you're thinking about moving to Colorado, if you're thinking about moving to Broomfield, Colorado, definitely reach out. I'll put my information right here. And then make sure that you subscribe, like, hit that bell so that you can stay up to date every single time I make another video. The other thing that you really need to know when it comes to Broomfield, Colorado is that if you're looking for city life, if you're looking for a lot of city life amenities, a lot of things to do late night, Broomfield is not going to be for you. But if you're looking for kind of small town charm vibes in a suburb that is right outside of the city, where you're about 25-30 minutes from Denver and downtown Denver and all the things that you want to do for city life, but you still want to be around that outdoor lifestyle and more of a calmer, quiet type of vibe, then Broomfield's going to be perfect for you. And if you're somebody that loves to see mountain views and loves the outdoors and loves to be active and just to enjoy the sun and be outside and also be part of community and a lot of things to do and to truly be surrounded and in the heart of everything happening, then Broomfield is going to be a great place for you to live and for a great place for you to call home. And that's why it has made it in this ranking as the #1 place to live in the western part of the United States. So know that if you are interested in Broomfield, you're not the only person that's interested in Broomfield. And so it's truly important to reach out to a professional so that you are navigating this market correctly and favorably to you, and not only not leaving any money on the table, but also making sure that you're not in a position where you're losing out on opportunities as well. So Broomfield is going to be a great place for you to call home. Colorado is going to be a great place for you to call home. And if you have questions about what it looks like to move here, if you have questions about how to relocate, when to relocate, where to choose to move, what city is going to be best for you, definitely reach out. That's why I've made this channel. That's why we make these videos. We want to be a resource for you. So if you're thinking about moving to Broomfield, Colorado, if you are thinking about relocating to Colorado, if you are thinking about buying or selling a home in Broomfield, Colorado in 2026, definitely reach out so that I can help you and help guide you in the right direction. So I hope everybody has a lovely rest of their day and happy 2026.